Okay, welcome students to my mini lecture on usury, the financial term of usury. And remember, when we're defining terms for financial purposes, we want to make sure that we're using the financial term, which can have legal meanings and is can have contractual obligations associated with it, legal obligations associated with it. So kind of forget all the other meanings that you may have attached to a word. So let's look at usury, and the financial term is talking about interest, but this is a legal term, and it is when there is a civil or criminal wrong for charging interest in excess of the limit allowed by law. So the key thing here is, what does the law allow? And that's going to be different state to state. There's also federal regulations that are involved. But if you're going to accuse somebody of usury, it isn't just because they're charging a high interest rate. It's specifically for that jurisdiction. What does the law of that state or locality allow for insurance? Again, this is a legal term. I pulled this off of the website of the Attorney General of the state of New Mexico. So one of the things I want to teach you guys is not to practice law without a license. Don't accuse someone of usury when you don't know what legal limits are. So in New Mexico, we don't really have a usury law, and research done by the Attorney General found out that there were people who were making payday loans and charging 500% interest, and car title loans they were charging 350% interest. That's obviously really, really high, and you can make a moral judgment and say, well, that's terrible, and the law shouldn't allow that, and people shouldn't be charging interest like that. But it isn't usury, and it's not against the law. So usury, again, legal term, it deals with interest, but it only is when the interest is in excess of the amount allowed by law. If you have a question of what is allowed by law in your state, go to your state Attorney General's website, research the state law, and find out what the facts are.